for the best damn radio show on the planet. Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. Why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that that's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page. Check out the blog section. Of course, check out the new clip section as well. We are actively hiring blog writers over here at Man Hour Radio, so we are hopefully going to cover all 32 NFL teams by the start of the NFL season. So far, we're up to about 10 of them, I do believe, if the count is off right at the top of my head. So give a big shout out to those guys. Definitely support them. Share their content. Comment on the on their content. Let's get a live interaction going right there on the blog section as well. You can comment on every blog that you want. All you have to do is sign into the Man Hour website there, create a profile, bada bing, bada boom, it is there. Obviously, it's live, raw, and uncut, so I'm not going to censor anything unless you say some bad words. I'll put X's or whatever in there, but, keep it clean, keep it fun, and, enjoy talking that shit. Also, speaking of trash talk, we do have trash talk groups over at Facebook, facebook.com/Man Hour Sports. Click on join group, and bada bing, bada boom, it'll take you right there to our sports trash talk group. So guys, for the next 30 or 40 minutes here, we got some burning questions that are burning inside of our souls that we must ask with one day before the NFL draft here. So if you are watching us on Belly Up Sports, Belly Up TV on Apple TV or Roku TV, give us a big shout out there. Give us a follow. So we are live over there at 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. East Coast time, guys. So definitely jump over there and have a good time with us over there. As Little Man walks up, what's up, dude? You need to go potty? Okay, go. Little man's got to go potty. Go, dude. Mom will help you. All right, so hopefully we don't have an accident. Come on, man, you can do it. Pee. I'll push pause. Go ahead, go. All right, as Little Man's gotta pee here. So guys, this is live, raw, uncut sports talk here. Michael Buckhouse here. You can follow me on the old Twitter machine. Pee in your pants. Okay. It's okay, buddy. Here, let's. Here, guys. We'll be right back here. Give me a moment. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Man Hour. Alrighty, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Like I said, this is live, raw, and uncut. We don't censor anything here. Little man had to go to the bathroom, and the door was locked. So Yeah, it's all good. Stuff happens when you party naked. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the Man Hour. Michael Buckhouse here. Follow me on the old Twitter machine at manhour_buck. You can find us there. And of course, manhourradio.com. Today on the evening show, guys, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burning questions that I've been asked, and I'm going to basically talk to you guys right here on them, right here live on the Man Hour. So if you guys have any burning questions that you want to ask, jump in the chat here. We'll be on here for the next half hour, 45 minutes or so before I skedaddle off to old work there. These are anything that you want to talk about NFL related. So I do have 5 right here written down. So if you guys want to talk about anything, let us know. So let me go ahead and pin a comment here in the YouTube section here. Burning questions tonight. I could spell. How do you spell burning? There you go. Burning questions. Ask them. Explanation point. It's only one explanation point when I do that, but sometimes you guys gotta give the double explanation point. But anyways, the first burning question of the night. This is NFL draft related. So this is for the Kansas City Chiefs. And reports are that Kansas City Chiefs they have 12 picks in this year's draft, and they're interested in moving up in the draft to get their guy. So the burning question that came from over on the Twitter machine is Kansas City moving up in the draft? You know, the only way I could possibly see them moving up in this year's draft is to get a receiver. If they do not get Deebo Samuel in a draft day trade or the next 24 hours or something to that effect, I could see them moving up to possibly get a receiver. The couple kids from Ohio State and the kid from Cincinnati come to mind, like their names aren't like on there, but those are molds that fit that Kansas City system good, right? But with that being said, those guys are probably going to go in the top 10, top 15 picks. Right now, Kansas City Chiefs held the 29th and the 30th pick in the first round, and then they got a couple in the second round as well. So to move up that high, 15, 14, 13, they're going to have to package like a 3 pick deal to move up there. And I still think there are really good value in the receiver play toward the bottom of the first round, if not the second round. So if they have their guy, they're saying, hey, I want this kid from Ohio State. What is it going to take to get up to, I don't know, number 6? I believe mock drafts have him going right now. That is a lot. We're probably looking at a couple first round picks, which they do have a couple, right? This year, 29 and 30, and if not a second and a third round pick. And that is a lot to move up. Granted, they do have 12 picks, but I'm going to say yes. The Kansas City Chiefs, I do see them moving up in the draft if they do not get a Deebo Samuel or a DK Metcalf either in the next 24 hours or a draft day trade. I'll be very, very, because I feel this year we're going to have a lot of draft day trades. Baker Mayfield, DK, Deebo, maybe, some other big names out there. But there also is a receiver that we're not talking very much about, and that's Landry Jones. Jarvis Landry. He is still out there on the free agent market, and the Kansas City Chiefs could pick him up as well, and he could be that number 1 target that we need. So if they do not get Deebo Samuel in the next 24 hours or that early first round draft trade, I could see them moving up to get a receiver. So yes, the burning question is, are they going to move up? Yes, with the stipulation. Yes. So yes, I do think they're going to move up in this year's draft. A long-winded answer there, but you guys get it. This is live, raw, and uncut. If you have any burning questions, as we are going to start doing this every Wednesday, Burning Question Wednesdays, guys, shoot us over on the Twitter machine at manhour_buck or manhour_combs, or manhour_sports. All three of us are right there on the old Twitter machine. Every Wednesday, we're going to have Burning Question Wednesday. Next burning question. This is the Kansas City Chiefs related burning question as well. Can Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs win without Tyreek Hill? Absolutely. Absolutely. They can probably win another couple Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill. Yes, Tyreek Hill is a prolific receiver. He was great in the Kansas City offense. Will he be great in the Miami offense? To be determined, but I doubt it. There are certain players, certain things that, you excel in said situations, right? Brandon Collins was with me Sunday, right? He said Travis Kelce is only as good as he is because of Kansas City offense. I disagree with that, but I think Tyreek Hill was only as good as Tyreek Hill is because of the Kansas City offense. The innovation that Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy put him in situations to excel, put him in situations to succeed, and when he goes to Miami, when I don't think Mike McDaniels will put him in those situations to succeed, because yes, he did it with Deebo Samuel a little bit in San Francisco, but how much was that of Kyle Shanahan or was that Mike McDaniels? So I'm kind of curious about that. So the question is, can Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill? Absolutely yes. The Kansas City Chiefs are better off without Tyreek Hill. They got 6 draft picks for Tyreek Hill. They could literally bomb 4 draft picks, just totally pick terrible, and hit on 2 of them, and they'll still be okay. So you could literally bat 20% in this year's draft, and you'll still be okay. Because when you draft 20% with 2 players, you're still getting 3 good players. Like, they are fine, and they got Juju Smith in a acquisition this offseason. Many people are down on Juju. I get it, but with the reassurance of going to a new team, a new atmosphere, the addition of Travis Kelce to him, so he won't be the guy anymore. A great quarterback. I mean, Juju is going to have a good, if not great, season this year. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, a great number 2. He will take that pressure. He will eat like Byron Pringle did underneath. And then they still got Travis Kelce, still got McCall Hardman. They still got 12 draft picks and possibly Deebo Samuel coming. Guys, Kansas City Chiefs will be just fine. Super Bowl favorites this year? I don't know. That is to be determined. We'll see how the draft goes and how other teams draft and how this offseason shakes out. We'll be breaking that down here very, very short soon with me and Beastie. Probably May or June time frame. We'll start breaking down the schedules and all that good stuff. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes can definitely win a Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. No question in my mind whatsoever. Next up, Tyrann Mathieu will be in red in 2022 season. So there are many teams that are red. There are the 49ers, there are the Chiefs, the Texans are red, the Cardinals are red. Granted, he already played for the Cardinals. Who else is like is red? But I believe that the tweeter as said basically Kansas City. Tyrann Mathieu will be a Chief in 2022. So rumors are out there that Tyrann Mathieu is really close with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have had several visits with Tyrann, and but nothing has been official yet. Tyrann Mathieu also said that he loves Kansas City, and he would take pretty much any contract that Kansas City Chiefs offers to come back to Kansas City. So, with that being said, will Tyrann Mathieu be in red next season? That is a tough situation because right now we are on a break. Like you said some stuff and I let it sit in my soul, and then, we finally said, hey, let's just take a break. Let's call it a day. I'm going to look over here. You look over there. And if we cross paths again, things happen. Basically, the Kansas City Chiefs moved on from Tyrann Mathieu. We picked up Justin Reed in the offseason, gave him a pretty good deal. Was it $28 million? I believe it was. It was a pretty good deal. And then the Honey Badgers looking over like, man, you got a sexy new girlfriend, and I don't have anybody. My hand is getting like I'm getting lonely. Then he's like, all of a sudden he wants us back. Do you guys realize that Tyrann Mathieu literally trolled the Kansas City Chiefs fans for like 6 weeks on Instagram, calling us the most toxic fan base out there, calling us this, and this. And then all of a sudden, oh, you guys are the greatest fans in the world. I was just frustrated, yada, yada, yada. Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I would love Tyrann Mathieu back in in a Kansas City Chiefs uniform. I like the Honey Badger. He is a staple on the defense. When he is in there, he is great. Keyword is there. When he is in there, he is great. Keyword, when he's in there. Lately, he is injured. He wants to troll us. He wants to do this, and this. And he doesn't like to tackle. So I do think Tyrann Mathieu will be a Kansas City Chief in 2022. Will he get that big lucrative deal? No. It'll be a 1 year prove it, maybe 2 year prove it deal. You know, like 1 year with the second year option type of thing. But we're not looking at 4, 5, 6, 7 year deal. No, he is well past that. He has burned that bridge. If he wants that, go to New Orleans, go to Pittsburgh, go back to Arizona, go back to Houston, right? You have burned the long-term deal with the Kansas City Chiefs by basically saying that you guys can't afford me. I'm better than you are. But yes, I do think Tyrann Mathieu will be a Chief next season, and the defense is going to look a lot better. A lot better. We have 12 draft picks, like I said, to really flirt with that defensive side of the ball. Maybe find some linebackers that I want to hit. But we will see. We'll see. Moving on. A couple more burning questions here, guys, to round up the night. This one is from a tweeter, a Houston Texans tweeter, Mitch. Shout out to Mitch there. He's a Houston Texans fan. He says, the Houston Texans love Davis Mills. Davis Mills is the answer in Texas. That's not really a question there, Mitch, but I guess it's a statement, so I guess I'll phase it as a question. Is Davis Mills the answer in Houston? Wow. First of all, I was really impressed with Davis Mills last season. Davis Mills last season was fun to watch. It was fun to watch his progression. He had 2,700 yards last season, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions with the QBR of 88.8. Not terrible. Not terrible for a rookie quarterback on the worst organization in all of NFL football. Also, let's not forget that he was thrown in the fire after obviously Deshaun Watson sat out all last season. Tyrod Taylor got injured week 3, I think it was, and then they had another backup quarterback in there for a week, and he got injured, and then Davis Mills got thrown in the fire. It was like week 5 or week 6, maybe. He didn't do too terrible. Like I said, 2,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Is he the answer? He will be the answer if the Houston Texans can get some people around him. They need a running back. The receiver core is meh, but they need a running back. If they can get a running back in this year's draft to alleviate some pressure off of Davis Mills, he will be fine. Now, is he going to be a 17-year starter in the NFL and 15 Pro Bowls and 6 championships? Probably not. But he will be a solid placeholder for the Houston Texans for time to come. He will be fine. I do like Davis Mills in Houston. So to answer your burning question, is Davis Mills the answer in Houston? Yes, for the time being. He waffle around the answer. Yes, he will be there for the next 5 or 6 years. He will not sign a big lucrative deal. He will be kind of floating around the NFL. but he will be a 500 quarterback in Houston. That's it. I see my man Jameson in the chat. What's up, Jameson? We got some burning questions here for the next 10 minutes or so, Jameis. So if you want to post a burning question, man, pop in there and we'll get some burning questions. Alpha Rob says Mills wasn't that bad. Yeah, I do agree. I don't think Mills was that bad. He was definitely thrown in the fire in the worst organization in the NFL. We have to realize that. What's up, dude? So when you are a 2,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions with an 88.8 quarterback ranking for the worst organization in all of NFL with nobody around you, not terrible at all. I totally agree with you, Alpha Rob, 100%. So the last burning question that I have here on the old Twitter machine, they tweeted me at manhour_butt. This is coming from a Browns fan, so we know this is a great question. Baker Mayfield will be a draft day trade. Draft day trade? Absolutely not. Baker Mayfield is not going to be a draft day trade. Baker Mayfield will be a post-draft trade because there's going to be people that are out there that are not going to get their quarterback, i.e. the Carolina Panthers. There should be no way the Carolina Panthers are drafting a quarterback at number 6. That is absolutely asinine. You can wait till second, if not third round, and get a franchise quarterback in this year's draft. So if the Carolina Panthers do not get their guy, Baker Mayfield will be traded shortly after the draft. Maybe the sixth or seventh round, maybe, but he will not be a first or second or third round pick whatsoever. So no, Baker Mayfield will not be a draft day trade at all. So we do got some burning questions coming over here across the chat here. My man Jameson says Deebo Samuels, does he get traded to the Jets or the Panthers? I don't think he gets traded to either of those teams, Jameis. I don't think the Panthers have enough capital, and the Jets. Who wants to go to the Jets, right? If Samuel is going anywhere, it is going to go to a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, because the Chiefs have so many draft picks and other people to help make that trade very, very lucrative. We've seen Tyreek Hill get 6 draft picks for him. So if the Kansas City Chiefs turn around and flip those 6 draft picks for Deebo, how can the 49ers say no to that? Just like, if they say no to 6 draft picks for Deebo, something's wrong. Granted, it'll probably be 29th and 30th pick and maybe a second round and third round and fourth and fifth, right? But still, that's 6 draft picks that like you could pocket and get another very prolific receiver, because this receiver class is very, very heavy. It's very, very thick. So I don't think Deebo will go to the Jets or the Panthers. It'll be a team that wants to win right now. The Chiefs, the Packers, maybe the Cowboys. Me and the Cowboys did just lose Amari Cooper, so they are looking for a possible another receiver as well. So we'll see about that. So next burning question comes from my man Jameson again. Jimmy G, where will he go? Jimmy G isn't going anywhere, Jameson. Jimmy G is your guy in the 49ers for the prolonged future. He has a no trade clause contract, and this year it is his team. I don't think Trey Lance is ready yet. Obviously, we will see how his preseason goes, but Jimmy G will be a 49er this year, 100%. Now, after this season, when he basically gets released from the 49ers, I would like to see him go to a team like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that's the only reason why Tom Brady came back this season, was because the Buccaneers did not get Jimmy G in a trade or a acquisition. Tom Brady and Jimmy G go way back in times in New England, obviously, and it makes sense for Jimmy G to go where Tom Brady is and ultimately take the reins, right? So Jimmy G will be a San Francisco 49er this season. He will lead them to the playoffs again. Hell, he might even lead them to another NFC championship game again. You realize every time Jimmy G plays 16 games for the San Francisco 49ers, you guys end up in the NFC championship game. Like, just like what Alpha Rob said, I don't understand why people have a problem with them. I don't know either, Rob. I really don't know why people do not like Jimmy G. Yes, he is injury prone, but who isn't injury prone in the NFL, right? When you have a organization that is consistently out there saying that, oh, there's somebody better than like you, why do I want to play on a sprained ankle? I know I wouldn't. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, Jimmy G will be a 49er this year, Jameson, and your boys are probably the NFC favorite. Let's just be flat out honest. These San Francisco 49ers are really, really damn good. Even without Debo, they are still a really, really good team. George Kittle, that running game. Jimmy G is a very consistent quarterback. He will not, he won't win you a lot of games, but he's not going to turn the ball over and lose you games just like either. He isn't bad. Jameson says Baker Mayfield will be cut and signed immediately with Pittsburgh. Huh. See, I was thinking Pittsburgh as well, but I think the Pittsburgh Steelers really like Mitchell Trubisky. I really think the Pittsburgh Steelers really like Mitchell Trubisky, and Mitchell Trubisky needs a fair shot. He doesn't need to be consistently looking over his shoulder this season. Now, they could sign Baker and say, hey, you are strictly here as a backup. This is Mitchell's job. You are here to back up. You are here to support him. But I don't know. Baker Mayfield will probably end up on a team this year. And either way, it is kind of going to be that Tim Tebow effect. Like, fans are going to be screaming for him to like start, and he's ultimately going to get cut like week 8 or week 9 or whatever, and just be crazy. Jackson says the Jets are willing to offer 10, 35, and a pick in the 90s and a second next year plus Elijah Moore for Deebo Samuel. See, and I don't like Elijah Moore. So you're looking at 4 picks plus Elijah Moore. If I wouldn't take that, I would take the 6 picks from the Kansas City Chiefs, though. No homerness here whatsoever. Jump over to the comment section here. Alpha Rob says Jimmy wins. I don't know why people have a problem with him. I don't know either. I believe I talked about that. I mean, every time he is healthy, plays a full 16 game season, 17 game season. They're in the championship game. Just putting it out there. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have a no trade clause anymore. That expired when the league year started, and the trade is being held back by his shoulder surgery. He is the reason why we don't have 2 Super Bowls. All right, pause right there, Jameson. Let me clip this. Let me get the clip ready. Jimmy G is the only reason why you guys made it to the Super Bowl. The reason why you did not beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, it is because your coach got complacent. He did not want to run the ball. He saw the Kansas City Chiefs starting to get hot, and like he's like, oh, let me 100% change the game plan that's been working for us for the last 2.5 quarters and start pushing the ball down the field. That is not Jimmy G's MO. Jimmy G's MO is nickel and dime down the field, hand the ball off to that Russian dude with the 27 character name. Right? What, like Soronsky or whatever his name is, that fullback that you guys gave a lot of money for, which was stupid, but whatever, I digress. The reason why you do not have 2 Super Bowl rings with Jimmy G is because of your coach, Kyle Shanahan. That's the exact reason why you do not have a Super Bowl ring with Jimmy G. Think about that. I said this months ago. If your coach would have beat the Kansas City Chiefs back in 2019, right? We would be talking about the San Francisco 49ers dynasty, not the Kansas City Chiefs. Granted, that dynasty's window has probably closed pretty quick there. But we would be looking at the San Francisco 49ers in a brand new light. Think about that. 2 of the last 3 seasons, they've been the NFC Championship game, making it to the Super Bowl. If they would have won that Super Bowl, we would be talking about San Francisco 49ers dynasty, like back in the 90s with like Steve Young and Rice and like in those boys. We would be talking about it, Jan Jameson. Jimmy G did not lose you those Super Bowls. Kyle Shanahan did. Mike McDaniels did. Those boys lost you the championship game. Sorry, man. I'm not sorry to get hyped about it, but Jimmy G did not lose you guys. I would take Jimmy G in a heartbeat on the Kansas City Chiefs. There are probably 90% of the NFL teams that would take that Jimmy G over their quarterback right now. I would take Jimmy G over Dak Prescott. Yep. I said it. Alpha Rob says, I think Washington should have traded for Baker, then Wentz. Well, Baker Mayfield could end up in Washington, and are they the same age? Is Carson Wentz and Baker Mayfield the same age? Like, they're definitely very, very close. Like, they're both probably pushing 30, if not 30 and like 28 or something. But I think Carson Wentz is going to be just fine in Washington. In the Commanders' uniform, there's not a lot of pressure on them. They have a great defense. They have a really good receiver core. They have great running backs. Carson Wentz is going to be just fine. Unfortunately, Baker Mayfield is going to be a backup this season if he doesn't get traded to Carolina in the end. Alpha Rob says, that's too much for Debo. He is not a number 1 receiver. So you think four picks plus Elijah Moore is too much for Debo? The problem with Debo is he did have 1 year where he broke out, right? He had like 2,000 all-purpose yards. What was the stat that I saw? There was it was him, Marshall Faulk, and somebody else had like 1,000 yards on the ground, 2,000 yards receiving. I believe it was. The problem with Debo is he did have that one breakout year. Last year was his breakout year, right? But the one thing I don't like about Debo is you have one breakout year and then all of a sudden you become this drama queen. Like, I don't want the ball as much. I just want to be a receiver. Well, what made you, man, was the versatility of your game. Like, let's just be honest about that. Like, if you weren't versatile, your team wouldn't been as good as you like as they were. So I definitely understand where he's coming from, on that aspect. But back to Rob's point, there it was four picks and Elijah Moore, right? I mean, for the Jets standpoint, yes, that is too much. Just because the Jets need so much more than just a receiver, right? The Jets are not a receiver a way to making a Super Bowl. But when you look at teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay Packers, maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? They are a big name playmaker away from really being Super Bowl contenders. So when you have a plethora of picks like the Kansas City Chiefs, they have 12. They could package 6 of them and send them to San Francisco, and I think that is more than enough, right? Plus, you still have 6 picks to play with. So it is too much if you are a bad team like the Jets or the Panthers or the Giants or Houston, right? Way too many picks for that. But if you are a good team that just is missing that one piece, 5-6 picks is right where they need to be. When you trade away multiple first round picks, you have to start him. I'm not for sure who you're talking about. I believe we're talking about Baker there. So first of all, Baker Mayfield is not getting a first-round pick for him. Carson Wentz, they didn't get a first-round pick for Carson Wentz. I don't believe either. So I'm not for sure what you're talking about there, Jameson. Alpha Rob says the 49ers playing soft defense with 7 minutes left in the game is why they lost. True. Very, very true. Kyle definitely deserves the blame. Yes, he does. They definitely should have kept running the ball. Kyle and Jimmy definitely deserve the blame. So Jimmy G doesn't deserve the blame. Jimmy G isn't calling the plays. Jimmy G is just trying to execute the plays the best of his ability. You cannot blame a quarterback for making bad plays when Kyle Shanahan was making bad play calls. Just going to put that out there. Alpha Rob says, if he goes to the Jets, defense will focus on him, unlike in San Francisco. The Jets don't have Kittle. Exactly right. The Jets cannot afford to trade away Elijah Moore and 4 or 5 draft picks for a player that isn't going to do much for them. I.e. Le'Veon Bell. But they gave Le'Veon Bell $100 million or whatever it was, $70 million guaranteed. And what did he do for them? Averages 0.2 yards a carry or some shit like that. Absolutely ridiculous. The Jets need to worry about their offensive line. That is what they need to worry about right now. They need to keep Zach Wilson upright for more than 3 seconds per play. Once they figure that out, then they can start building on the outside, right? Offensive linemen last a hell of a lot longer than receivers and like running backs do. Which is weird to me because the big bodies taking a beating, yada yada yada. They're tougher son of bitches. That's what it comes down to. So the Jets need to worry about building on the inside out and then worry about that. Jameson says I'm talking about how San Francisco traded away multiple first round picks to draft Trey Lance. Oh yes. So. See, this is the issue that you are going to run into if you're a San Francisco fan. So Jameson says they did trade multiple draft picks away to get Trey Lance, and I get that. I get that. So he is saying that Trey Lance has to start this year. But how do you bench a player that when he plays, he leads you to a championship? Yes, I understand he's injury prone. Hell, the whole San Francisco 49er team was injured in 2020, right? What, they had like 5 starters left, like toward 2 weeks, like end of the season. So maybe fire your trainer, get a better trainer or something. I don't know. But how do you bench a proven winner for a rookie, or I guess it's a second-year quarterback that really hasn't proven much? When he was in there, yes, he ran a touchdown in, right? But he hasn't done shit since. He didn't really do shit for you when he was in there. So to bench somebody like Jimmy G for Trey Lance, I feel like you would lose the locker room almost instantly if you're Kyle Shanahan. And can he afford to lose the locker room with Debo in there asking for a trade? Jimmy G doesn't know whether he's coming or going, and this and this and this and this. He definitely can't afford to lose the locker room at all. So I get what you're saying, Jameson, when you trade multiple first round picks to move up to draft a quarterback like Trey Lance. Like, it's do or die, right? But if it's do or die, you kind of want to put the winning quarterback in there, right? A proven winner. Jimmy G is a proven winner at the end of the day. So, guys, this is Burning Question Wednesday. Every Wednesday, moving on forward, me and Combsy, when Combsy is on, about 7:45 East Coast time, we will jump on here and answer all you guys' burning questions. So it's open forum. I usually pull about 5 or 6 off from the old Twitter machine, and then we'll jump in there and we'll chit chat for the next, 30 to 45 minutes every Wednesday here. But we are up against the time right now. If you guys got to sneak in one more question here before I end the show, feel free to. But otherwise, guys, we got to get out of here. I got to get to work. We got to party, and I got to clean up the pee that my little man decided just to whip it out and pee on the floor. I'm proud of him. He didn't pee his pants. Just whipped it out and said, "Daddy, I got to go. I got to go. I got to go." You have to trade Jimmy Garoppolo for assets. The team already know Jimmy is leaving. Kittle said Lance reminds him of Josh Allen. So the problem with that statement is if other teams know you have to move said player, let's flash back to the Kansas City Chiefs and Dwayne Bowe. They were looking to trade him and for like a 5th or 6th round pick, and nobody offered him. They cut him and within like 3 hours, he was picked up by the Cleveland Browns, like I believe it was. When there is no market out there, i.e. Baker Mayfield right now, when teams know you have to move a said receiver or said player, the market's going to be shit for them right now. So probably the best you can get from Jimmy G right now is probably a 3rd or 4th round pick. If that. Are you willing to sacrifice a season for a 3rd or 4th round pick? And Trey Lance can remind him of Josh Allen all he wants. That's just fluff. That's just fluff. You know who Trey Lance reminds me of? Really reminds me of? Jameis Winston when he was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Big, strong arm, dumber than a box of rocks. Doesn't make smart decisions on the field. Big arm, makes big plays, but when crunch time, holes pucker up and I'm going to throw an interception. 50 of them, right? Or 30 of them. But yeah, I don't know. Jimmy G will be a San Francisco 49er this year. He will be starting week 1. All this Trey Lance talk is all bluff, Jameson. All bluff. By the way, nice tattoo. Nice daughter's name across the arm, and you got the clock on the forearm. I like it. Like I'm looking for my next for my first tattoo actually, and we haven't decided what we're going to get, but I like that. Once Jimmy G is healthy, my guess he will be cut. No one will trade for him. I don't know. Didn't the 49ers give up like a 1st round pick for Jimmy G anyways too? So you're basically so you have like 3 or 4 1st round picks type with 2 quarterbacks on your like on your roster. Oh, that's just crazy. Anyways, guys, time to get out of here. Head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the blog section. You got all 32 NFL teams. Looking for blog writers, guys. If you want to blog write about your team, this is a paid opportunity to be a part of the Man Hour. We'll get you some gear. We'll try to get you some media passes and like all that stuff. Looking for 3 blogs a week, and it is a paid opportunity. If you want to write blogs for your team, hit me up on Facebook or the old Twitter machine at manhour _buck, and we'll work something out. But manhourradioguys.com. Check out the merchandise page. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back here 6 a.m. in the morning, East Coast time, for a 2-hour live show. And then Thursday, tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be good for Thursday. Friday got a T-ball game, so Friday we'll be off. Friday night we'll be off. But guys, peace out. Have a great night. Stay safe out there, and enjoy some sex. I said it. Bye.